So it was a real relief finding this campsite at Ward Lake up here in Grand Mesa National Forest. After driving across Nevada and Utah and western Colorado, where it's just a desert. I mean, temperatures in the low hundreds, the upper 90s, and then to come up here and it's 75 degrees and it's, this amazing mountain lake, spruce forests, aspen forests. I'm thrilled. So I can stay here for a couple days. I mean, I can stay here for 14, but I'm going to stay here for a couple days, and then that'll bring me into Monday, which will open up campsites further into the interior of Colorado, along Route 24 from Vail going south, and those are supposed to be amazing. So, but I'm really happy with this. I've got, like I say, the spruce forests, the aspen, the flowers. Right now, let's see, I'm seeing pink, purple, blue, white, yellow, and probably others that I'm missing. Look at that, though. In Colorado, I'm happy to be here. So I've got just enough time here before sunset to get a little footage. Look at that. Just part of a rainbow over those trees. All right, I'm back in my comfort zone after 4 days of driving through the desert and staying in hotels. I was in a sweet campsite last night, still am. You can see the lake in the distance. And I'm about to get back in my comfort zone, which means pack is on my back, and I'm about to go out on the trail and hike around these lakes around here. So we'll see you out there. So this morning I'm hiking Ward Lake Trail onto Skinned Horse Trail, which kind of works its way through these little lake region here that we have. It's a beautiful day. I don't know, it might be 65, 70 degrees maximum right now. And I spoke to the rangers at the visitor center down the road yesterday, and they say that there's no grizzlies in this area. That's the good news. There's also no mountain lions at this altitude, they said. And I don't know how high up we are. Probably close to 8,000 feet. But there are black bears, and apparently there have been some interactions recently with campers, ostensibly because those campers left food in their tent. But nevertheless, I'll still be making some noise on this trail and just being cautious. But should be a good hike. What I'm expecting is a lot of forest and a fair amount of mosquitoes, because we're around a lot of water and forest. But I still expect it to be really beautiful, and so far it is. Haven't even made it a quarter of a mile from my campsite yet. I'm just getting blown away by the beautiful flowers by this lake. Check this out. Well, this looks like a Bob Ross painting. Got a happy little shed over there on the right and some happy pine trees behind this pretty pond. I don't know if I described that the way he would have, but yeah, beautiful little lake. So I thought maybe this was a trail marker because it's blue, which the trail marks are blue, but I don't think it is. I think that's just a measuring stick for water levels, and this certainly doesn't look like the trail, although it is pretty in here. Lots of flowers, the lake or the pond, the damselflies just skimming over the top of the water. Yeah, it's beautiful, but I don't see any other trail markers, so I'm gonna head back this direction and take the other option. Well, this is my best guess, so I'm gonna try going down here and see if there are any other trail markers. That squirrel is not happy with my presence. But at any rate, yeah, there's a horse hitch out here, but I haven't seen any trail markers. Maybe this is an old horse trail, I don't know, but it doesn't look like it's been used anytime in the recent past. And this is a pretty busy camping area out here, so I would think that if this was a marked trail, it would be more well worn. So I'm gonna head back, and even though there was a trail marker at the beginning of this, there must be a different route. So I'm gonna check that out. Well, I'm almost certain that this isn't the trail that I set out to hike on, but I'm an equal opportunity hiker, so this will do just fine. In fact, more than fine. This is maybe even better because I'm right on the edge of the lake and it's super beautiful. Yeah, not bad at all. So I crossed paths with some hikers coming from the other direction that had they attended a seminar up in Glacier, and they were able to confirm that black dung, here's more of it, that's pretty fresh, and that's a big pile, but this is at least the 5th or 6th one that I found on this trail, but that is bear dung, and there's a black bear that lives on this lake and has cubs, so I will definitely be making noise as I move through here, because obviously that bear and her cubs are partial to this trail, and I'm alone. More bear scat. That's at least the 10th to 12th pile that I've found, and I've probably gone less than a mile. But it is a pretty lake. Lots of fish jumping out there. Oh God, these mosquitoes, man. I mean, it's like it doesn't matter how much bug spray I have on me. They just, they might not bite, but damn, they're gonna just hover in your face and in your ears. So I'm definitely in bear country here. I found at least 15 piles of scat, some of them pretty fresh on the last trail by the lake. And you know, I know that there's a resident bear with her cubs living in the vicinity. So just trying to determine. I'm going to use Les Stroud's method of lemons, 3 lemons, and you go back. So lemon number 1 is, it looks like weather's coming in. Lemon number 2, it's definitely bears in this area, and recently with cubs. And number 3, we'll say half, is the damn mosquitoes out here. So there's a marmot hole. So I'm going to go a little further here, and then I think I might turn around. All right, so that's it. I'm calling it. That's lemon number 3. The mosquitoes were half a lemon, but the other half of the 3rd lemon is the fact that I haven't seen a trail marker in a while. And, you know, I could just keep walking, and I'm I'm pretty good with my sense of direction, but, you know, between the weather coming in, you know, the mosquitoes, the lack of trail markers, and the fact that I know that there's a resident bear. I've seen lots of scat, a lot of it fresh, and she has cubs. I'm just going to go back. You know, and the whole trail marker thing, you know, that's something I'm noticing out here, and in the West in general a lot, is trails aren't marked very well, and that's fine, you know, but, you know, I also took a picture of the trail map at the trailhead, and that trail map is totally inaccurate. You know, there's just no correlation. It's so, you know, at this point, I'm just going to go back to my campsite and rest up a little bit, see what happens with the weather. And some other hikers suggested Craig's Crest Trail as being a really awesome trail, and I'm going to scout that out, see if I can find where that trailhead is. But yeah, that'll do it for this hike. So I'm a little bit of a bind here. You know, it's raining just enough that I don't want to bust out my kitchen bin and try to cook a meal for dinner. But at the same time, I really don't want granola and trail mix for dinner tonight. Yeah. So what do? I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm going to be eating trail mix and granola for dinner tonight. Yeah. Same old story. Stuck in the car, eating granola and trail mix while it rains. Oh well. I guess that's just, you know, one of the flip sides of being out in the wilderness. So it's about 8 p.m. here at Ward Lake Campground in the Grand Mesa National Forest. And, you know, the last 4 or 5 hours, it's been either raining or thundering or threatening. So I've been in my car most of the time. I took a nap. I did some video editing. And so, you know, there won't be a lot of hiking videos at this site. But, you know, I've still enjoyed it. It's a beautiful place, and it was restful. So, but it still has some beauty to show. And it's Sunday night, so mostly got the campground to myself. One issue, whenever I take a video, there's always a, look at that, there's always a truck. A lot of truck noise out here, but oh well. But yeah, that's pretty nice right there. There's a deer right in front of my car. I thought earlier there's somebody walking their dog and they had like a big tan Newfoundland, and for some reason out of the corner of my eye I thought that their dog got away. I'm just going to let this tape roll as long as I can. All right, morning of July 31st, and I am hitting the road, getting out of my campsite here at Ward Lake Campground in Grand Mesa National Forest in northwest Colorado. And my next stop will be probably Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park down the road a couple of hours. And that may be the last installment of this journey. And from there, I'll probably head to Westcliff. And we'll do more camping expeditions based out of there, but this journey is soon to come to a close. So we'll see you at the next stop, and that may be the last one, or there may be a surprise special one after that, but we'll see you there.